Welcome to the Helper Home meeting this year for September 2020. We're going to go through all the information you need to know for the start of the year. If you have any questions though, please feel free to ask. My name is Mr. Knowlton and I'll be the class teacher for Class 2N.
My name is Miss Kohler and I'll be the teacher for 2K. Our teaching assistant is Mrs. Jackson and Mrs. Longworth is a one-to-one in Year 2 and Mrs. Abraham and Miss Gent is our PPA cover.
So these are two pictures of our classrooms. As you can see, they're in rows for now. This is because we don't really want the children sat face to face just to stop the spread of any germs. So they're all sat facing the front of the classroom and in nice little rows. And you can see there's a gap so the teachers can walk down and see children's work very easily. So when your kids come to school, can you please bring a water bottle in and only have water in it? They should only be having water and not juice for school, please. And can you try and send your children with a healthy snack such as fruit or carrot sticks or something like that? Please try and avoid sending things like crisps or sweets because it's not a very healthy snack and it doesn't set them up for learning. Please make sure you send in no nuts. This is because there's some children with a nut allergy. Reading books can be sent in every day. If you would like to ask us anything, please can you write it in the reading diary and we'll try to read them every day and send a message back if possible. Some people have already sent in inhalers for their children. If your child needs any inhalers or medicine, can you please send it into school and let us know what it's for? Now, school and the routine timetable will look a bit different for the first 4 weeks. Until October, we're going to focus on getting the children back to school. This means looking at a lot of basic skills like sentence structure, looking at counting, adding, subtracting, making sure they're doing lots of reading, lots of well-being, looking at how they're feeling, teaching them about good hygiene, and there's going to be no assemblies. Now PE, which I'll talk about in a minute, is going to be outside for the first term. We'll still do 2 1-hour sessions a week, but it'll be outside only. Now PE kit, you don't need to send a PE kit in for the first term. We're going to get the children to do it in their uniform. This just avoids the children getting changed and then touching things unnecessarily. So please can you just make sure the children have a good pair of trainers to run around in, and they can be sent in a PE bag and then just left in school until the end of autumn term. So please send in some trainers.
One of our main focuses this year is reading. Please try and read with your child at home at least 3 times a week. We'll add up each day that you read with your child and give them a point. As they get the points, they'll get certificates when they reach certain milestones. After you've read with the child, encourage comprehension, so ask them questions, ask them to make predictions, discuss characters with them, and also discuss word meanings with them. These are the points that they'll receive and the milestones. They'll receive a certificate signed by Mrs. Hodge and this will be presented to them in class. The different ways that school can support you helping your child at home. We have an open door policy. If you've got any questions, then write it in your child's reading record or at the office. We've got lots of information on the class pages on the website. We've got open-ended homework tasks and parents' evening as well. The first one is at the end of the half term, which we'll tell you the date soon.
One of our other main focuses within school is vocabulary and looking at learning new words. When reading with your children, can you make sure that you focus on any words that you think they might not know and go through what they mean? Or if you're watching a film and you hear a word that sounds interesting, maybe ask your child what it's about. Now, these are some daily activities which you can do with your children. I will leave the slide on for a couple of minutes so that you can have a read through them. Now, I think the most important thing to help vocabulary is this first one here, which it says, talk to your children, sorry. So when your children come home from work, try and engage them about what they've learned today, or if they have any interests, because building up that excitement about talking will build that vocabulary as well, which is something we do quite a lot in school. Now, we're going to talk about homework for a minute. Now, at the very top of anything we send home for school, reading is number one. There are lots of information out there for schools about how important reading is to their learning. So if there's anything that you have time for at home, please make reading your number one priority. If you have time for anything else, such as spelling or topic homework, then you can do that as well. But most important, maybe when you get home from school, is to do reading, okay? Now, school would like the children to read 3 times a week, but with everything that's happened at the moment, I would try and read with your child every day if possible. You only need to read for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but please try and read as much as possible with your children. Now, spellings will be given out as of next week. For now, we're going to focus on some of the Year 1 spellings that they have missed during the summer term, and then in October we'll move on to Year 2 spellings. That's just to make sure they've not missed any important words that they would have covered in Year 1. Now, homework for topic will be given out in a few weeks. Once the children are settled in, we'll give out their homework, which will be related to either a history or geography topic. But there will be a printed sheet in their homework book which will explain some ideas which you can do for that. But again, any questions, you can write them in your homework diary, please, and we'll try and answer them. Now, Year 2, we don't like to tell the children that they're doing SATs necessarily. As far as they're aware, they're just doing some assessments, because SATs pressure can sometimes make children quite nervous and at their young age, which isn't really necessary. Now, as far as the school is aware at the moment, SATs will be going ahead unless we hear something different from the government. Now, we will try and have some phonics-related parent workshops after the winter break to support you guys with phonics. But otherwise, if you would like any phonics-related resources at home to do with their reading, then please write a message in their reading diary, and we will try and send some stuff home to help you with phonics at home. Now, these are 2 examples of what we can send home. So these are the phase 5 sounds that they do in Year 1 and will be carrying on in Year 2. And then these are the phase 6 sounds, which they will start to do in Year 2. Now, we can send these home if you would like them. If you would need some help with the sounds, so reading some of them, such as A or I or J, then if you go on YouTube, Mr. Fawn, who does lots of phonics, will have a video for all these sounds. So if you type the sound into YouTube, Mr. Fawn, he should have a video which you can look at home and show your children.
Thank you for watching. If you've got any queries about anything mentioned today or anything at all, don't hesitate to come and speak to us. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please ask.